This is the COSTWAY 12000BTU mini split air conditioner and heater, and right now, it's actually mounted on my bedroom wall, looking sleek and modern with its smooth white design and compact size. The whole unit fits perfectly without making my room look crowded or out of place. I remember the first time I saw these kinds of mini split units when I traveled abroad, especially with how common they were in hotels and homes. It always looked so efficient, but to be honest, I was a bit nervous about getting one for my own house. I wondered if it would be difficult to set up, or if it would really make a difference. After using it in my daily life, I want to share my experience in this quick review, especially for those who might be new to the idea of mini splits. The COSTWAY Mini Split is an all-in-one air conditioning and heating system designed for rooms up to 750 square feet, which means it's just right for a bedroom, living room, office, or wherever you spend most of your time. One of the main things that immediately stood out to me is how efficient it feels compared to my old central system. In my case, now that the kids have moved out and my house isn't full every day, there's really no reason to run the AC or heat for the entire house when it's just me and maybe one other room being used. The mini split lets me choose which space I want comfortable, without wasting energy everywhere else. This unit uses 12,000 BTUs, which is a way of measuring the power of heating and cooling. In my opinion, it's perfect for medium-sized rooms, and it didn't break a sweat even during the hottest week of summer or the cold spells of winter. Another key feature is it's rated at 20 SEER 2, which is really impressive. SEER stands for Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio, and the higher the number, the less power it needs to cool or heat, which means lower electricity bills. I actually noticed my monthly costs go down nearly right away, since I only use it in the rooms that matter most. Honestly, I was worried about installation at first, because if you're new to this whole mini split thing, it can sound a bit much. The indoor unit and the outdoor compressor connect using copper pipes, and you do need a pro to get it set up, which COSTWAY also recommends. I'm glad I didn't try to do it myself, but the technician got it fixed up in a few hours. The indoor unit, which is what I'm seeing now, is just 7.5 by 34.5 by 11.5 inches. It looks pretty discreet and hangs on the wall like it belongs there. The outdoor unit is a bit heavier, weighing about 61 pounds, but that's mostly out of sight and mind. From my experience, the day-to-day use is unbelievably straightforward. Every unit comes with a simple remote control, and for those more techie folks, some versions even work with Wi-Fi and smartphone apps. The remote lets you set your exact temperature, turn the unit off or on, shift modes, and adjust fan speeds. There's an eco mode if you're trying to save extra energy, a sleep mode that quietly keeps things comfortable when you're asleep, and an iFEEL setting that basically senses where you are and adjusts the temperature to what feels best for you. I use the timer function a lot so it shuts off on its own, and in the winter, I run it at a higher temperature, which is displayed right on the unit and remote. For those worried about noise, I can honestly say this is one of the quietest air conditioners and heaters I've tried. The indoor unit runs quietly, almost like a gentle whisper, even at its highest setting. You don't get that abrupt on-off sound that's so common with older systems. One thing I really appreciate is the self-cleaning function and washable filter. The unit actually heats itself up to a high temperature and burns off any dirt or bacteria inside, then blows it out, keeping the air fresh. If you have allergies or just don't want to bother with a lot of regular cleaning, this is a great touch. The filter also pops out easily for a quick rinse, and you're good to go. There's also an auto defrost feature that kicks in for the outdoor unit in cold weather, keeping things running smoothly. Now, while I have had mostly positive experiences, there are a few honest thoughts I want to share. The first is that you must get a professional for the install. I wouldn't recommend trying to do this yourself, especially with the copper pipes and electrical setup. COSTWAY does supply everything you need, including a copper connection pipe, power line, drain hose, and more. But you need to have someone who knows what they're doing. Another thing I'd mention is while the heating works great for most of the winter, if you live somewhere where it gets super cold, like way below 20 degrees Celsius, the heating won't be as strong, and you might need an extra source, especially overnight. The outdoor unit, while not right by my bedroom, does make a bit of noise when running at full power, but it's not a problem unless you're right next to it. In comparison to more expensive brands, I think the COSTWAY unit actually offers a lot for the price. The warranty is good, with 8 years for the compressor and 5 years for parts, so I feel covered if something unexpected comes up. It's made with solid materials, and it uses the newer, more eco-friendly R32 refrigerant, which matters if you care about the environment or future maintenance. If you're new to mini-split systems, essentially what you're getting is a targeted way to make certain spaces comfortable without cooling or heating your entire home. In my situation, now that there's just two of us home most of the time, that means we can keep the bedroom and living room at just the right temperature and save on our bills without wasting energy. I especially notice that I sleep better because of how quiet the unit runs at night, and I'm not waking up sweating or shivering the way I used to. If you want to see real numbers, my energy bill dropped by about 20% compared to using central AC for the whole place. I now feel less guilty setting the temperature where I like, and I'm not overpaying for comfort. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants climate control in a specific area, like a bedroom, family room, or office, without spending on heating or cooling the whole house. Even if you're just thinking about it as a supplement, or you want some backup in case your main system goes out, it's a great way to have flexibility and comfort. And for renters, as long as you get permission, this is a nice upgrade for any older home that doesn't have central air. In conclusion, I can say the COSTWAY 12000BTU mini-split air conditioner and heater really delivers on its promise of efficient, customizable comfort. It's affordable, looks nice, runs quietly, and gives you full control. Just make sure you have a pro set it up. If you're on the fence, trust me, the savings and comfort are real. To learn more about the COSTWAY 12000BTU mini-split air conditioner and heater, please check the comments section. Thank you for watching.